Hello again. Now I'm just wondering if anyone knows where I can get a firmware update to download for my Toshiba HD DVD player, so I can burn it to a disc and update the firmware, because I've got a few HD DVDs, such as this one, The Jerk, starring Steve Martin, which won't actually play. Now I've got some films here that I'd highly recommend to any of you movie fans out there. The first one is Erin Brockovich, starring Julia Roberts. As you can see, this is an HD DVD version of the movie, and it's got a pristine transfer. The image is very bright and colourful throughout the movie, and it's very sharp and detailed, just the way you like them usually. So I highly recommend this movie. Plus it's based on a true story as well. It's pretty much about this small town where people are getting poisoned through their water supply, and Julia Roberts investigates it and tries to help some of the people involved who are drinking the water, etc. So it comes highly recommended from me. Next we have the very funny movie starring Will Ferrell and John Heder, Blades of Glory. Now if you haven't seen this movie yet, I highly recommend it. The film is pretty much hilarious throughout. Will Ferrell's pretty much always hilarious in just about everything he's in, and so is John Heder. I've got a few of his films. I'm quite a fan of his. This one's about professional ice skating, where these two become men's double skating partners on the figure skating. And well, anyway, I'm not going to give the story away, because I don't like to do that most of the time when I'm reviewing films. But the transfer on this is excellent. It's pin sharp, plenty of detail, and you won't be disappointed. Plenty of colour, etc. Nice and bright, just the way I like them. So I highly recommend this one. Next we have another John Heder movie, School for Scoundrels. This one also stars Billy Bob Thornton. Now this is an American HD DVD version of the movie, because it didn't actually come out on HD DVD over here in the UK. So you can't actually buy it here unless you get the DVD version. But the film I found very, very entertaining. Good story, good performances, and once again an exceptional picture transfer on this one. Lots of colour, detail, and it's nice and bright for the most part. We have Failure to Launch, starring Sarah Jessica Parker and Matthew McConaughey. Now this is I found this movie pretty entertaining. Sarah Jessica Parker is always good to watch, and she's a pretty damn fine actress, as is Matthew McConaughey. I'm not sure how well this movie did at the cinemas, but I enjoyed it, and the transfer of this movie is once again very good. Nice and bright. The colours are bright, the image is bright, and really I couldn't really say anything bad about the transfer. Nothing noticeably bad anyway. But this one also comes highly recommended from me, and it's once again also an American version, so you'd have to import it or get it off someone on eBay or whatever. Next we have Harsh Times, starring Christian Bale. Now I was actually very impressed with this film. Actually, it's quite gripping, and it's sort of a hard-hitting drama, I would say. And Christian Bale must be one of the finest actors around today. Whichever film he's in, you have no problem believing his character, because he's very convincing in everything he does, and you forget he's acting in the movie. You think you almost can be forgiven for thinking that it's the real character, you know, and not an acting performance. He's that convincing. Anyway, the transfer on this one is fairly good. I mean, the film's quite dark throughout. I mean, the picture, the image, the lighting's dark. I believe it was shot on, I think it was shot on Super 16mm, if my memory serves us correct. But having said that, I still think that the picture quality is very good on this. Perhaps someone shouting in the distance, I don't know if you can hear that, but it sounds crazy anyway. Anyway, the picture quality, I would probably give it 3 stars out of 5, basically. Obviously a lot better than just a regular DVD version, but I haven't actually seen the DVD version, so, but I presume it is better, because most of them tend to be. So next we have the UK HD DVD version of ScoobyDoo, the movie, which stars Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar, Matthew Lillard, etc. Now, I'm assuming that most of you watching this probably, I'm guessing, don't actually like this movie, and you're probably thinking, why the hell is he recommending Scooby-Doo the movie? Well, I actually enjoyed it, and the transfer is extremely impressive. It's really very it's a very detailed transfer, and it's got really bright, vibrant colours, which is just what you want for Scooby-Doo, because they're all wearing, you know, lots of bright coloured clothing and stuff. And as it was taken from a cartoon originally, you know, that's what you want, a nice, colourful, bright movie in pin-sharp detail. And this one certainly won't disappoint you in that department. I found the movie, you know, it's pretty entertaining, keeps you watching, you know, it's quite funny, and it does have some pretty good performances in the movie. So anyway, I do recommend this if you can still get a hold of a copy. Next, we have the sequel to The House on Haunted Hill, which is called Return to the House on Haunted Hill. Now, the film isn't like a 5-star movie by any means, but it's still pretty good, and the transfer is first rate on this. I cannot pick any faults with this transfer whatsoever. It's pristine, pin-sharp, excellent transfer. It also has a facility, which I haven't actually used myself yet, where you can pick like what happens at what point, at certain points in the movie. You can choose the destination of the characters at certain points during the movie by pressing a few buttons on your HD DVD remote. So I'll have to try that someday and then get back to you on what it's like and everything. But the movie's pretty good. If you've seen the first one, I definitely recommend you at least check this one out, and if you're gonna buy it on HD DVD or Blu-ray. Because obviously I bought this a while ago, before I got Blu-ray, and I still use these, so I don't feel any need to buy it on Blu-ray, because it won't be any different. Now, just got a couple more here, but these are just regular DVDs. The first one is Dreamland, starring Agnes Bruckner and Jason Long. Justin Long, sorry. I thought I'd made a mistake there. Sorry about that. Now this is sort of a romantic drama. It also stars John Corbett. He plays Agnes Bruckner's dad in the movie, and I think he suffers from agoraphobia, and he can't leave the trailer that he lives in. The film, if you like romantic movies, this one shouldn't disappoint you. So I say once again, thanks very much for watching, and if you decide to watch any of these movies, I hope you enjoy them.